Hello everyone, I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Vasilis.
We run Changemakers Z, a student-run initiative that aims to empower, educate, and connect Gen Zers interested in entrepreneurship.
We interview teenagers with impactful projects and create resources to help you change the world. If they can do it, so can you.
On this podcast, we discuss the logistics of creating different types of projects with Gen Zers who have already done it. We will leave our social media and website information in the description.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Gen Z Rights podcast. Today we get to meet with Natasya Nurmalita, the founder and president of Care With Disabilities Indonesia. In 2021, Natasya won Best Social Activist in the Faculty of Social and Politics Awards from the University of Muhammadiyah, Jakarta. Hi Natasya, so nice to meet you.
Hi Vasilis, nice to meet you too.
I'm so excited to have you here on the show. So before we get started, your site mentioned that you have an inspiring story. Can you please share a little bit about yourself with us?
Okay, of course. By the way, hello guys, I'm Natasya Nurmalita from Indonesia and I'm founder of Care With Disabilities or CWD.official and Include Indonesia. By the way, I'm with Build Care With Disabilities in June 2021. First, I visited the Disability Foundation in Yogyakarta and I get a lot of bad stories, guys, from judgment, bullying, and others. And month after month, I have been thinking about how I can show empathy and end the stigma to reduce inequalities for disabled. Of course, I built Care With Disabilities.
Alright, thank you so much for sharing that. We love your inspiration to start with Care with Disabilities and we can't wait to present this to the rest of our listeners. So, what inspired you to create Care with Disabilities?
Okay, because what's my inspiring? Because it's myself. I like and I love about social activities. And because in Indonesia, we have three common issues about disabled. First, data collection problem. Second, about issues of stigma and discrimination. And third, about inequalities in a job. Cancer, foundation, and others. But I'm very caring with disabilities. I don't know why, but yeah, I love social activities.
All right. So this made you feeling the importance of starting with Care with Disabilities, which is a great inspiration, I think. Was there any emphasis on inclusion and advocacy for disabled people in your school? For me, we only talked about it a little bit, and maybe people haven't really understand what it's all about.
Okay, I think by the way, for the Care With Disabilities, I built with my co-founder. The name is Maria Fernanda from Honduras, Central America. Now we had 25 chapters in 25 countries, also in 4 continents. And we had 2 programs. First, our main program, we sold to visit our approximately now we have 200 members and we feel have the same vision to reduce inequality, to end the stigma about disabled, to end the bad stigma about disabled. So we have mind program. We sold to visit disabled foundation or person with disability to learn each other, to celebrate event and others. Because when we do it like this, it can be because disabled can very happy and they think exist. So because they cannot live with donation and they don't wanna be a special. So the second program, we have sharing session from Instagram or Instagram takeover or Instagram Live to learn about disability in each country. I don't know for sure, but the first topic about disability tends to be rare. I think we sought to empower disabilities because, disabilities again cannot, they don't wanna be a special.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Your organization is currently in 25 countries and 6 continents. How did you grow your initiative to where it is today?
Okay. Basically, I participated in many international competitions ranging from conference and even debates. From there, I met a lot of friends and exchanged ideas until they wanted to join my community. Actually, when I asked about the situation in various countries, it's almost the same. You can see the result on this IG. There are already many countries that have carried out the MIND program to visit the disability. So we have the same vision. And I think basically why the topic of disability can relate with 25 countries, because the topic of disability is very rarely the subject of discussion. Different from mental health. I think you know about mental health. For example, in Cambodia, in area, there are many people with disability who become homeless on the street. So it's a reason why we have the same vision.
Guys, I want to share something really interesting. Have you ever heard the term credit score? A credit score is a number based on the statistical analysis of a person's credit files. That in theory represents the credit worthiness of that person. There are different methods of calculating credit scores. The most widely used type of credit score is the FICO scores. Did you know that there are 28 different FICO scores? Imagine that. If you are wanting to buy a car, you might check your credit score on a free app. You walk into a dealership thinking, you got a pretty good score, feeling confident, so the dealership pulls your credit and it's drastically different than your free score. The solution? Extra Credit by Credit.com, the sponsor of this episode. With Extra Credit, you can access the 28 different FICO scores so you can see what the lenders see. What if you want to build a credit history in order to recall later? Well, Extra Credit can help you with that by reporting your rent and utilities to the credit bureaus. In addition to that, Extra Credit offers features to guard your identity, $1 million ID insurance, dark web scan, and data breach alerts, as well as cash rewards for personalized offers. To sign up for Extra Credit, go to credit.com/GenZers and get started there. To sweeten the deal, you can even get the first 7 days absolutely free. It is just $24.99 plus tax a month after the free trial, and you can cancel anytime. So, go check out Extra Credit today and start working on your credit goals.
All right. So thank you very much for sharing that. This means that you needed to connect with all the latest around the globe. So this led you really to create a girl power, and in the end, you are in 25 different countries and 6 continents. So for me, this is really a very important step for the organization and what you preserve to that organization. But for now, what is the difference between your main program and the advanced program?
Okay, the main program we sought to visit the disabled foundation or a person with disability. We can teaching. You can look for our main Instagram, Sri Lanka, celebrate Christmas, and make other event. Example, project coming up for the project, it depends on each country because each country has its own schedule. For the nearest schedule is in October, Sri Lanka, to make an event with friends with disability at a foundation. So the second program, we make sharing session about, I think the themes about disabled, mental health, and anything.
All right. So, do you think that the stigma around disabled people is getting worse or better according to your experience?
Yeah, I think so, because when I visit Disability Foundation, I get a lot of bad stories. I mean, from judgment, bullying. It's very, very real life for disabled. So it's a issues. It's a reason why I built Care With Disabilities Soul to end the stigma and the bad stigma or discrimination about disabled, because when we reduce inequality, we sought to end the stigma and the bad stigma for disabled. We cannot doing that when we have the bad stigma for disabled.
I see. So I would like you to tell me what are some of the misconceptions you have found about disabled people.
Okay, by the way, about disabled, the disabled cannot live with donation. They don't want to be a special. So I'm thinking how to empower friends with disability in a sustainable way. Okay, I'm really thinking about it because, the answer is I and other teams founded Include Indonesia. What is Include Indonesia? Include Indonesia means diversity. Why I built that? Because I sought to empower friends with disability to provide a job suitable for people with disabilities, so they can grow with creativities. And for the first time, we make a confection or saving business for the disabled in my area.
This is so wonderful. Well done for that. How can we open a disorder in our country? Like, you're already in 25 countries, but what if we want to support you and start our own chapter in our country if it doesn't exist already?
About volunteering is the policy of every country, because why I make 25 countries, because we have different language. So in the each country, in the Instagram of the each country, we can we can find the translate for the language based on the each country. About volunteering, in every country we have Instagram. So when you want to join, you can DM for the each country. I think you can search or looking for in the Instagram. You can find it. You can find the more countries.
Right, so what I suggest is that you go, guys, and check out the different Instagram accounts, and in case that there isn't anyone for your country and you still really want still to get involved in that project, then you can visit the official website that we will include in the description, and then based on your local regulations and the instructions from the team, you can start your own chapter for Care With Disabilities. Last question. Do you have a favorite memory from one of your volunteering experiences?
Yeah, of course. I have the unforgettable experience with children with disability. Is the most of them do not have families. Some are found on the side of the road, but they have many works, such as making books, writing poetry, and painting. It's very, very make me, wow, it's wonderful.
I love your enthusiasm on that. Do you have any projects coming up soon for Care With Disabilities or personal projects that you would like to share with us?
I think for the project coming up, when the readers from Sri Lanka, you can join in October. Sri Lanka make an event with friends with disabilities, and so check in cwd.srilanka in Instagram account. So yeah, you can DM for that Instagram.
You're listening to Share To and check out this Instagram as well account. But for now, that marks the end of another episode of the Dentist Rise podcast. We had so much fun learning about care with disabilities with Natasya. You can learn more about care with disabilities on their website, which will be linked in the description. Do not forget to follow us on Instagram at Dentist Rise. And we also have an app where you can see all the episodes and more content, like from our friends at thread.com. But until next time, do not forget to change the world. Bye!
Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. We had such a great time. Make sure to leave us a review. If you want more Changemakers content, you can follow us on Instagram at Gen's Ears to Rise and on Facebook at ChangemakersZ.